Today, I'm here with a very special guest, beekeeper Luke.
Hey there, come on down. Let's take a look at these bees. They're kind of looking for work to do, so some of them are just kind of cleaning up some of the frames here. Some of them are just kind of working the honey so that the water level in the honey is low enough for the honey to be stable. And once it is low enough, they put this little cap of wax over it. Yeah. This is their home, so I call this a bee colony. Even though there's lots of individuals, they all operate as one living thing.
Oh. Yeah. Just curious, Luke, how did you become a beekeeper?
Well, I was lucky enough to get a job in the beekeeping industry, working for a very large beekeeping operation. And I didn't know that it was going to be something that I stuck with, but it's been 13 years now working with the bees, and slowly made it my full-time job from my own bee farm.
That is awesome. What's your favorite part about being a beekeeper?
So it's definitely having those moments with the bees that are special, and that's all to do with like the bees' behavior. I really like when they swarm, which sounds scary, and it looks scary even because it's a big cloud of bees, but essentially it's like the colony is giving birth. So in a way, it's like a very special thing to see and witness. It's something the beekeepers try to avoid because we try to make sure that we can manage these bees and we don't want them to fly away. But it is so incredible to see something that looks so powerful happen, as well as like kind of the urge of creating new life from this animal.
It's very beautiful. You mentioned, sometimes like bees swarm around. I'm curious to know because I have some friends, city kids, that want to know like what happens if a bee lands on them. What should they do? Right.
So quite often bees or even other insects can land on you, and a lot of the times they're just taking a breather. Like they're just there to warm up, especially in the cooler days. They kind of see that you're a warm body, and they might even get a little confused because their hive is very warm, and they're just trying to find their home a lot of the time. So they'll stop and maybe they'll rest on you. Maybe they'll even groom themselves a little bit, and then off away they go to find their home. So it can be definitely startling, but the best thing to do is just to remain calm and wait for the bees to fly away.
Well, as humans, what can we do to help protect our bees?
So obviously bees are having a hard time. We hear about this in the news. We hear about it in like TV shows and movies. Bees are having a hard time, and it's not just honeybees, it's all bees and all their pollinators, and even our animals that eat those bees, so insectivores such as birds. They're all having a very hard time, and for bees, it comes down to three main issues, and that is climate change, habitat loss, and heavy use of various chemicals that are used in agriculture. So generally, those are very big things, but anything we can do to increase habitat, anything that we can do to slow down climate change will help the bees.
Well, Luke, thank you so much for buzzing with us today. It's been a great experience learning about bees and a beekeeper. And to our city kids, we hope you learned a lot too. And remember to be kind to bees for all the wonderful work they do.
Thanks. See you next time.
So now trying fresh honey.
Out of the hive.
Out of the hive. All right. That's really good.